What is this?
What is this I see?
I got a fucking whip. It's the most useless item in the game. Like, this is actually one of the most useless items in the game. It serves like no functional purpose outside of this dungeon.
The whip. I'm finna whip this hoe.
Which is one of the things I hate a lot about like these style of Zelda games is like the coolest thing about Zelda to me is like being able to build up your arsenal and then like assemble like a fucking dope ass, like that one famous picture of Legend of Zelda at the end where like I believe it's Shigeru Miyamoto who drew it, of its Link like walking to like Ganon and he has all of the fucking items and he looks super badass and shit. Like that's cool to me. That's why I appreciated that Breath of the Wild did it where like it can show Link having all his items on him. It's a really nice touch.
Also,
and
as a gameplay mechanic, I feel like whenever you introduce a mechanic, it should be in the game. And also, like, if you go back to previous areas, there should be, like, secrets that you couldn't go to before, you know? Like in Ocarina of Time, you know, going back to...
God damn it.
In Ocarina of Time, weren't there, like, ice? Wasn't there, like, ice that was blocking stuff, and you had to get, like, the water that melts it or whatever?
There's a bunch of stuff in Ocarina of Time similar to that, but the biggest example that I can think of in OOT is there's the guy from the Song of Storms guy who he teaches you the song as an adult and you have to play for him as a kid.
Yeah, just being able to use new items in more than just one dungeon is something that it's essential to like it makes for a better game.
Like my favorite thing, just an example, like Zelda 1, which I told you before, I mentioned on the show, I think is the greatest game of all time. Where is this buzzing coming from? There's this, I'll figure that out in a second. Swing!
I don't hear any buzzing.
No, in game audio. I'm gonna check in a bit.
Alright.
Let me...
So, like...
What the fuck? Okay, we're good. The audio cable just got loose from the thing.
And,
oh,
like,
God!
In DMC 5, or not DMC, in every DMC, you acquire
Hold on,
weapons.
this is unbearable. Go on.
You acquire weapons through the boss fights, or like in the you'll find weapons sometimes in like the outer world, not the outer world. In the world you've traversed through, you'll find weapons, and like using those weapons and being able to combo and switch between the weapons makes for like you get stronger as you go on, and you get more tools to use in combat. And there's also like getting
sorry guys.
There's also like getting red orbs to upgrade Dante and get more moves, which is like you don't want to get a weapon in like like Devil May Cry and just like not find use for it. Although there are like some weapons in some guns you get in DMC1 that are just useless after you get like the grenade launcher. But
what is my modus operandi here?
Usually you want every item in your game to have a use everywhere else, you know?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying before I got interrupted by the thing. One of my favorite mechanics in Zelda 1 is you have to get the raft to access the fourth dungeon, and after that you just literally you can use the raft at all times. What the fuck? Okay. Do I attempt to get this rupee? Fuck it.
Sure.
Okay.
Like when you're making a game, you usually when you want to make rules in the game and you want the rules to be consistent throughout. So like if you have a game where your character can go over this like can basically like if you show your character like jumping over a big like cliff or whatever, but you're not able to do that anywhere else, or like it stops the character from like progressing the story somehow in like a cutscene or whatever. It really just brings you out of the experience because you're just thinking like, why can't I do it here?
Yeah.
Like I don't have any examples on my mind right now, but like there will be some places in like a video game where you could like I can't really, it's not coming to my mind, but like your character will be able to do something in one place and won't be able to do it anywhere else for some reason, even though the exact same situation shows up.
Huh? Hold on. This is relevant to the show. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We just got an emergency alert saying the city of Los Angeles is declaring that a curfew will be in place from 8 p.m. tonight to 5:30 a.m. for the entire city of Los Angeles. Traveling to and from work, seeking emergency care, and emergency responders are exempt. Additional information is available on the city website.
Lockdown.
Shit's getting fucking real. We mentioned before in the Doom about in Doom session about some of the stuff that's going on right now, and we won't talk about it now, but life's fucking crazy, yo. I'm just trying to play video games, man. Man, fuck off. Dumb bastard. That's why you look like that.
Like if in a cutscene, your character like is able to just break down any door with like his strong muscles, but then later on in a game, like a villain closes the door and you can't break through like a similar door. It's just like, it's like why am I not just destroying the door?
Man,
this is not based on me. This is just me trying to come up with an example, and it's a really shitty example, but I hope
you got your
people can
message across
understand.
what you're trying to say,
yeah.
Sasha just texted me curfew. Let go. No.
So right now,
God,
the reason for the curfew, because this is gonna come out later, is because of all the riots going
and
on.
Stuff.
And I don't want to get into it now, but I saw this video, and I'm gonna send it. Well, I'm gonna wait for it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to Luis, and then Larry's gonna put it on the screen. This tweet.
Are you sending it over Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open it on my phone.
After you do this.
No, fuck me, God, son of a hooer. Come here.
This is apparently this is happening in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Tell me when you open it up.
Live loose reaction.
Read the caption for the audience.
View. They got Batman even pulling up now. Hashtag Philly protest.
It's a guy.
What the fuck?
It's just a guy in a really expensive bat suit just roaming around. Like, bro, what you doing, man?
He's walking through smoke now. What the people are just like looking at Hey, yo.
One of the replies is, y'all see how Captain America ain't there?
Oh, fuck Philly, but they got Batman though.
This guy said,
So
I wonder
good.
where Bruce Wayne is.
Anybody know where Bruce Wayne is? God damn it, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, there's a giant coom.
So in China, Steam like got released recently, and
barely.
Yeah, like I don't think barely. I think Steam made an update to make a
like
Steam
official Steam finally got
official Steam China version, which if you have a friend, their name doesn't get displayed until it's approved. Like, I mean, if you make an account and put a username, It has to be approved by the Chinese government
Are you
first.
fucking kidding me?
So when you first start off, your name is just a fucking Nintendo friend code until you actually get a real name. And then
Ava 01.
Come
the fuck on, you stupid piece of shit.
let me see.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to get it. There we go. Finally.
Don't
Jesus
try to
Christ.
play CS:GO after 10 p.m. or else you'll get this prompt that says playtime exceeded. You can't play this game between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. the following day. Please take a break.
Why? That's like Nintendo putting in the fucking you've been playing for a while. You should take a break in 3DS games.
I mean, that makes sense because when you're playing a 3DS game, you have if you have the 3D on, which I think they expect people to have 3D on, which is not the case most of the time.
Harry, they made the 2DS. They know nobody's using that shit.
Oh, they didn't know for a long time.
When did the 2DS first come out? I think it was 2014.
2DS. I feel
pretty
like
sure
it
it
was
was
way after the 3DS's time, though.
The 3DS came out in 2011. I'm pretty sure the 2DS was 2014. They
2DS.
did that 3 years in.
2013.
They did that 2 years in.
I feel like that would have been the most obvious thing in the boardroom when they come up with that. But,
So does that mean the regular DS is just the one DS?
1DS. Why would it be the 1DS?
Because there's a 2DS, there's a 3DS, so it would be the 1DS.
One dimension. It's just a piece of paper.
So we activated the toilet.
What is a one dimension game?
All right,
What's that look like?
Harold, we venture into the poop stain.
Did you see there was a video?
Larry, could you put a flushing sound effect when he goes in? Thank you. Oh yeah, we're in super fucked up town, but now, by the way,
Oh, it's Mario.
everything is raped. Everything is awful.
Oh no, there's a spider. At least it's not like the Resident Evil spiders.
Oh god, yeah, fuck those things.
You know what else we can fuck?
Not this game.
Not the next episode of Loos Harlock.
Oh.